to be your Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising video for July 2025. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, but I want to tell you to please check your Moon and Rising sign videos too, because sometimes they resonate better than the Sun sign. And if ever you want to book a reading with me, you can go to my website. Address is right there in the box. I can never find the box. Right there, HiddenLotus.com. And I have several reading packages. And my turnaround time is 24 to 72 hours because I don't like to make people wait. So let's get into the reading, shall we? Okay. I'm going to put another shuffle and rifle on the deck. This will be a 9-card spread. Oh, I didn't introduce you to the cards. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the La Vera Sibila, in case we need it for clarification. And I'm going to pull at the end of the reading either a Golden Nostradamus card or a Angel Answer card. Was that supposed to be? Or an Angel Answer card. Let's say it like that. Okay? So now I've introduced you to the cards. I'm going to cut the deck. Here we go. 7 of Pentacles. The Fool card. I hate my camera. I really hate it. It does this all the time. I spent all this money on a MacBook and there's no way to control the camera. And the camera it came with on the laptop is crappy. The Sun. So far, so good, Pisces. Let me look at the cards. What are they telling me? The Queen of Swords. And yes, I know it's a Pisces reading, but we can all embody the different suits at any given time. The 3 of Wands. I gotta move slow because the camera keeps going in and out of focus. The Hierophant. The Page of Cups. So far, so good. The 8 of Wands. Finally, the last card is a 2 of Pentacles. What is the energy over the whole reading? The 10 of Wands. So what do I have? I have 2 Pentacles, 2 Wands, a Sword, a Cup, and 1, 2, 3 Major Arcana. So I will explain. The Pentacles represent either money or the doing of something, third dimensional aspect. Swords represent your thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. Wands represent your focus, desire, determination, passion. Cups represent simply an emotional quotient, how you feel about a thing, person, or subject. And the 3 major arcana represent your spiritual lessons. So let me take a look and see what's going on here. This is not a bad spread, Pisces. I was not expecting it to be so good. I don't have any repeater numbers. I have 2 court cards. That's it. So this is about some type of partnership, I think. At the cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future with the interplay of the cards. And right in the center we have the 3 of Wands. And 3s always indicate, first of all, that there may be at least 3 people involved in the situation. It says that there may be delays before future successes can be realized. But the 3 also, it talks about cooperation, negotiations, partnership with people, or with partnership with people. And I think there's one more thing that I want to tell you about the 3 of Wands, but I'll get to it later. If you look at the card in the center, the person has his back turned to us, and he's standing on a bluff, looking out over a cliff. And in the background, there are 3 ships. And I like to call this card waiting for your ship to come in, or waiting for your ship to go out. Either way, you have to wait for news to come back to see if your venture has been successful. You don't know if they're going out, how long it's going to take, if they reach the destination safely, they're not robbed by pirates, and the reverse coming back if you're waiting on goods or something like that. So that's what's happening in the center of the spread. Everything else is happening around it. The top row, the 7 of Pentacles. 7s are a spiritual number, and it talks about waiting until you think about what you have done in the past before you step out into the future. This card has 6 pentacles on a bush, and I think you're going to be offered something, maybe 2 offers. Why do I say that? Because I have a 6th pentacle, a 7th pentacle at his feet. And here I have a cup. So, and when it comes to the 7 of Pentacles, you may have been, feel like you've been working and you haven't received any reward for it. Either financial accolades or anything. But with this new offer coming in, you're going to have to find a way to think about, can you even put in the sweat equity? Do you have the time, the energy, the mental energy, the physical energy to handle another thing? It's known as, I told you that already, it's known as waiting for the harvest to come in. So over here, next door, we have the Fool card. And the Fool represents something new, new adventures, new lifestyle, a new life, a brand new beginning. I don't see that he's telling me don't be foolish. I think you should embrace whatever this new thing is. Embrace it wholeheartedly, because on the back side we have the sun, and the sun represents growth, abundance, fertility, happiness, all good things coming to you. Again, I see the flag here in the sun card, and flags are announcements. You know, when people post up a flag, that they have an announcement to make. So I think this is an announcement about something that you're going to be doing. And I also see movement. And when I say movement, I mean possibly travel. You see that? I'll tell you about it later. Let's move to this row. even though you are a Pisces, your moon and rising sign may be an air sign like Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. But what the Queen of Swords really represents is a female who uses either keen intellect or sharp tools to get the job done. So she can be a policeman, a fireman, a soldier, a chef, a doctor, a surgeon, an oral surgeon, a chef, I said that, a writer, a researcher, something like that. But she is very clear-eyed about what she's doing. So this means that I think you will have a clear vision of what you want to do. And here she is inviting in the truth. See right there? A lot of people say that the Queen of Swords is called the divorcee queen. So you may be divorced. But they call her bitter and mean. I don't think she's bitter. I think she's seen a lot of life. She's had a lot of hard knocks. And she tells it like it is. So if you're not that way, I think you're going to have to be that way in the future coming. Because this is a July reading, but it could have started back in June and could go all the way through August. There is no timing in the tarot. And here we have the Hierophant. That's a 5. And 5s always talk about changing energies, ups and downs. So this card can represent working in an organization, receiving knowledge from a higher source. In terms of if it's a job, it's about a boss who disseminates his information down in an organization. So it can speak about hospitals and universities. But it also is a Venus card. It rules Taurus. And Taurus is about all that you own or owe. Your personal possessions, your movable possessions, your stocks, your bonds, your charities, your rent, your mortgage, all the things that you own or owe, not from someone else, but on your own. And Venus is, Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is about love, beauty, and harmony. But Venus is also about right relationships. In order to get somebody to come along with you, you have to make it attractive to them. So they want to join you and help you out. It's also about contracts and negotiations. If you look at this, it can be about a marriage as well. Well, what is a marriage but besides a contract? If you take the romance out of it, it's a contract. You stand up in front of everybody and you say you're going to love, cherish, thick and thin, rich or poor, and that's a contract. It's a verbal contract open to the public. And by the way, Venus also rules Libra, and she rules Libra. And if this is not you, this is going to be somebody that you have to deal with. So be careful because she's really sharp and shrewd. Last row, the Page of Cups. As I said, cups are only, to me, interpreted as emotional quotient, how you feel about a person, situation, or thing. And pages only represent, to me, a message, not a person or anything like that. It's a low-level message, where knights are a little higher message, but knights come to move a situation along. So you get the message first, and then it's preceded by movement. So this represents some kind of offer. I think it's going to come as a surprise to you, because there is a fish in a cup. Who expects to see a fish in a cup? Next, we come to the 8 of Wands. 8s are money numbers. They're karmic numbers, but they can also sometimes represent excuse me, obstacles, hassles, and delays. Okay, but this card is the energy of Mercury and Sagittarius, and is known as the arrows of love. But it's not just known as the arrows of love, it's also a travel card, maybe by air. usually in connection with business. Okay? Here you see the 8 wands flying through the air. You don't know where they're coming from, nor do you know where they're going to land. But usually this card is about travel by air. And by the end of this situation, you're going to come to a decision, because we have the 2 of Pentacles. All 2s represent choices, options, dualities, oppositions, like you being opposed within yourself about something, or someone actively opposing you. A crossroads. This card says you have been dealing with 2 situations at once, and you've been doing good for it. And this is the outgoing energy, but it also says there is a decision that you may have to make. It talks about maybe communications coming in and possible travel. Okay? So what I see is some kind of offer, maybe 2 offers. You have to decide between which one. Maybe a contractual offer. Here, this is why I think the Queen of Swords has come out. Because you're going to have to be rational and logical. And don't let emotions enter into your decision. And down here, it says there's a new, unexpected thing coming in that you're going to have to negotiate or partner with someone, and then you're going to fly to go meet the person. People, I don't know. Over here with the 10 of Wands, it's 10, which is a changing energy. So like when the energy changes, it should be an Ace of Wands. But this card is, to me, it's known as the too many irons in the fire. I know Pisces like to help people a lot. I liken it to bringing home the one-eyed, three-legged dog story. They're always trying to help people, sometimes to the detriment. That's nothing bad, but sometimes it can be to your detriment. So this card is about having too many irons in the fire. It says that you are doing too much at one time, and you can't concentrate. So I always say a burden shared is a burden half. This is not a burden card to me because he's carrying the things in the front. The wands in the front. He can't see where he's going. He's just trying to make it there to the house. Okay? So if you have the wands, put down 5 of them, that's more manageable. And you can see where you're going and get there faster. The other meaning of this card is that you have been probably doing work for other people. I don't mean like working for them. I mean like doing the work that they should be doing. And that can bring about resentment, hatred, regrets. And when you do that for other people, you are taking away the lesson of cause and effect. So you should let people do their own work. Don't be so helpful. It may break your heart to see some of the things that people are going through, but try not to be so helpful. I also think there is some kind of property issue going on here. Because here I have a house. Here I have a house. And Taurus rules property. So, I can't look at I'm going to see what other messages are here in the spread. I can't look at the 2 court cards because they are traditionally looked at as people. So what does that leave me? It leaves me the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles as they relate to the Fool, the Sun, and the Hierophant. I take them in the order that they fell. I start with the 7 of Pentacles. It tells me nothing next to these 3 cards. But I tell you that this is the most positive card in the deck. And the sun shines over the whole spread. It's a metaphor. So you can see exactly where you're going and what you're doing. The 3 of Wands. Nothing. But it tells me, remember I said there was another message? The 3 of Wands suggests that the end is in sight and only a little more is left to do. It suggests the tying up of loose ends and of someone who is coming to terms with past thoughts and who purposefully creates positive thoughts. There you go. But it tells me nothing next to these 3 cards. The 8 of Wands. With the sun is an indication that charm is the key. Indication that charm is the key. You are to anticipate happy family times and gatherings and pleasant social occasions. The sun next to the 8 of Wands indicates good vibrations all around. Really. And finally, the 2 of Pentacles. With any 5 before or after, and the Hierophant is a 5, it implies that your energies are being scattered, leading to undue stress and confusion. Slow down, relax, and think carefully about each step you take at this time. Allow things to flow as they will and have faith. Let me tell you what else the 2 of Pentacles represents. You may receive a small gift of money. It tells you that good news brings choices and you will have more than one option to choose from. Do not allow others' opinions or reactions to stop you from taking your chosen course of action. Flexibility and adaptability will be needed in this situation. Do not allow changes and disturbing influences to disturb you. You are asked to stay strong and centered. There may also be movement and travel ahead of you. So, that's what I get here. I don't know what this Hierophant really represents. I think it's some kind of contractual issue. It could be, let's say it's a partnership, but it can be any kind of partnership. You understand? So let's pull a Golden Nostradamus card. So formulate your questions. And interestingly, combined, this makes 9 Pentacles. And that says you have chosen well. You have done all the work that you should have. You receive accolades, rewards. You may even receive a sum of money. Not just a small sum, a sum. And this 3 to 8 wands equals 10 wands over here, and then the ace. And the ace says, do not ignore, accept all invitations, be they social or business, because you never know where opportunity is going to come from. It also says to be on the lookout for a text, an email, a letter, some kind of document, a fax, a phone call, because there's news contained within that it's going to make you, which is going to change everything. Oh. The ivy. Let me see what it says. Listen, it's the ivy number 12. Okay? It says, nothing is sweeter and nothing surer. This camera. Okay, listen. Nothing sweeter, nothing surer than the comfort of pure friendship. Look around, because a friend or someone you love will help you, support you, and will be faithful. You will be helped and favored by someone close to you. So that's why I said, this person, I feel that it's you. You're going to have to be sharp and alert for when this comes in. But it can also be the person who helps you, the person who has the knowledge to help you. Okay? So that's what I have for you this July 2025. Good luck. That sounds great. I hope if it happens to someone, because I read for so many Pisces, it can't happen for everybody. But if it happens to you, I'd love to hear about it. You can come up underneath the video, or you can check me out on my Substack. Let me know what happens. So until then, bye.